hockey fans, and welcome to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena for this evening's boys varsity hockey game between the Little Falls Flyers and your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. And now, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Flyers from Little Falls. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender number 30, Ezra Spendel. Starting at right defense, junior defense, number 17, Matt Emmons. Starting at left defense, senior defense, number 18, Landon Atkinson. Starting at right wing tonight, junior winger, number 6, Landon Bjorky. At left wing tonight, junior winger, number 11, Thomas Miller. And starting at center, senior center, number 13, Austin Fensky. And the remainder of the Flyers, head coached by Tony Kocher, assisted by Bob Stark and John Butcherly. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender, number 31, Isaiah Tilley. At right defense, sophomore defense, number 7, Scott Perunovich. At left defense, junior defense, number 20, Gray Irwin. At right wing tonight, senior winger number 16, Joe Knight. At left wing, sophomore winger number 29, Zach DeBoer. And starting at center, junior center, number 23, Jake Vestal. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coached by Todd Gruzich, assisted by Bob Vestal, Chris Walters, Shane Walters, and Travis Weber. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I please ask you to rise and join in singing as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
Some more.
And welcome back, everyone, to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. It's time for Blue Jacket hockey. Both squads around their goalies at the goal mouth and getting last-minute hoorahs, and we'll get this one underway. Blue Jackets will be moving right to left across your radio dial. Glad to have you along. Reminding you again tomorrow to join us as the boys make their trip down to Mound West Tonka, and we'll have that game for you here on Classic Hits Radio with about a 2:45 pregame and a 3 o'clock face-off. couple of good tests right off the bat for the Blue Jackets, Randy.
Yeah, you know, it's a couple common opponents that we have faced over the years, and certainly could be. It'll certainly be a nice start for the Blue Jackets playing these two teams to begin the season here.
It'll be Fensky on the draw with Jake Bestel, and we'll get this one underway. And the draw is won by the Flyers. They knock it back into their own zone. Back to pick it up is going to be Atkinson. Dumps it up along the near boards. That's a half wall to Bjorgi. Pushed out to neutralize. Tipped to the Blue Jacket blue line. Carried across by Bjorgi. He's got to check up though, so the Blue Jackets pick it up into the right corner. A long pass to Knipes, and he falls down at the Flyer blue line. Nice pass though from Perunovic. Just underway, 16:33 to go. Intercepted by the Blue Jackets, nicely done to Boom. Puts it on net, and a save. I should mention the JV game, it was all Blue Jackets, 8-0. Not a lot of shots in that game, but Blue Jackets, I think, had a 26-12 advantage in the JV game, but they put 8 of them behind the goaltender. Face-off by Spandl. We'll have a face-off to his right. On the draw is going to be Scanlon and Fenstermacher. Fenstermacher out there with Yoki and Radovic. Back on D. It's going to be Boggio and Irwin. Irwin with the puck near the left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Pushes it out to neutralize. Tipped right back into the Blue Jacket zone. Irwin. Cross-ice pass to Boggio into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Boggio battling with Jorgensen. Irwin's there to try to dig it loose as well. Grabbed behind the Blue Jacket net by Fenstermacher. Banked off the far boards. Pushed down the ice by Radovic. Picked up now by Yoki. Centering pass knocked away by the goaltender Spandl. And the net came off its mooring. 15:44 to go. First period, no score. Face off to the right of Spandl. Draw one by the Blue Jackets. Worked over to the right point. Gary Irwin takes a shot. Now it's up behind the Blue Jacket net. Centering pass poked away to the right wing half wall. Irwin shots blocked. Into the right corner, going down hard was Parker Osborne. Near the left corner, trying to dig it loose is Bukowski for the Flyers. They'll just fire it around to the far corner. With the puck is Inez. Inez gets it out to neutral ice. It's knocked down, though, by the Blue Jackets' Sepala. Fired right back in, but on the wrong side of center. It's an icing on the Blue Jackets with 15:09 to go in our first period. No score. Face off down to the right of Dilly. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out, Randy.
Yeah, just kind of, kind of going through the early motions of this game. And some new line combinations out there, obviously getting used to each other as well here.
Face off won by the Flyers. Shot from the left point, sails wide. Pinching down's Murad. Murad, right wing half wall, throws it through the crease. And it's going to come all the way out to neutral ice. Back to pick it up is Swanson. His pass is behind Miller, goes all the way into the left corner of the Flyers zone. Miller pushes it around back to Swanson near the right corner. Nice work by DeBoom, trying to dig it loose, and he has it tied up into the right corner. Also coming in to help out Knipes. DeBoom comes away with it, loses control, pinching down right point, Irwin. Takes a pop at it. Now it just bounces out to neutral ice. It's grabbed by Swanson. Loose at neutral ice. Blue Jackets can't gain the zone as Andrew Irwin takes a hard check from Swanson at the blue line. Swanson puts it in behind the Flyer net, works it over to Murad. Murad takes a shot, but the Flyers will carry it out to neutral ice. Miller fires in from center line, change for the Flyers. Picked up on the far side, Andrew Irwin. That's going to go all the way down the ice. We'll get an icing coming up on the Blue Jackets with 14:03 to go in our first period. No score between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Little Falls. 2 zip shots on goal in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face off to the right of Dilly. It's Fenstermacher on the draw. Tied up in the circle. Right point, Atkinson, wrist shot, sails wide. Along the end boards, tied up is Himley. Nice work by Gary Irwin, one of the transfers from Eden Prairie. Down in behind the Blue Jacket net. Puck's loose, is going to be grabbed by Himley. Himley worked it around Scanlon. He's tied up in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Himley, a centering pass and a high slot wrister from Scanlon, and a nice stick save directed out of play by Isaiah Dilly.
Yeah, that's our first great scoring chance of the game there by Scanlon, and Dilly was ready to get his first save of the game on that play.
13:27 to go, first period, no score. Face off to the right of Dilly on the draw. It's going to be Sepala going up against Majorly. Tied up in the circle. Now it's won by the Flyers. Swanson zips it around the left wing boards down near the left corner. Loose puck's grabbed by Irwin. Left wing pass sets it up for Osborne. Osborne's centering pass is stolen at center by the Flyers. All the way as Bukowski carries it into his left corner. In behind the net, rolls back into the left corner. Back to pick it up is Murad. Murad can't clear. Now it's out to neutral, comes back to the Blue Jacket blue line. Perunovic with the puck. Perunovic stick handles the center ice. It's knocked off his stick, pushed back into the Blue Jacket zone by the Flyers. Gary Irwin, long pass on the right wing to Sepala. Sepala couldn't control it at neutral ice. Flipped up, now Bratt back down. Here comes Perunovic, a shot in the goal! Up underneath the crossbar, and Scotty Perunovic scores the first goal for the Blue Jackets on a sweet shot, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, that was a vicious shot by Perunovic, just a sophomore there. Just found that open end below the goalie's glove side there and knocked it in. Nice hard shot.
4:22 is the time of the goal. That was a nice shot. The goalie got part of his glove on it, but it went right up under the crossbar, right over the goalie's left arm. And the Blue Jackets lead 1-0. We'll get our assist here momentarily.
Scoring the unassisted goal.
And it's unassisted.
Number 7, Scott Perunovic. Perunovic, unassisted, 10 to the goal for 22.
And the Blue Jackets lead 1-0 on an unassisted goal. At center ice, Bethel brings it over top of the right circle. Tries to get the pass off, and it rolls into the left corner as he was trying to get the Boom. DeBoom pushes in behind the Flyer net. DeBoom gives chase. Loose puck's grabbed by Atkinson. Atkinson flips it down the ice, and it's going to be enough for an icing, and it will be. With 11:49 to go in our first period, it's 1-0 Blue Jackets on the Perunovic goal. Face-off's going to be to the left of Spandl. Fenstermacher's lines back out with Yoki and Radovic. Knocked along the end boards, picked up by the Flyers. Left wing pass to Jorgensen. He'll stick handle out to neutral ice. He's at center. He'll fire it into the Blue Jacket zone. Goes all the way around to the left wing half wall, pushed into the left corner by the Flyers. Now up behind the net's Himley. A centering pass cleared away. Out near the left point, kept in by Swanson. Swanson. Now it's into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, picked up by Gary Irwin. He'll backhand it all the way down the ice to center, knocked down by the Flyers, and a hand pass. Face off to the right of Spandl with 11:18 to go. 1-0 Blue Jackets. Not a lot of shots, 3-1 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Bestel on the draw with Scanlon. Tied up. DeBoom comes away with it, sails it right over the top of the crossbar. Right wing half wall. Gray Irwin knocks it around as he pinched down from the right point. Bestel works it over to Knipes. He can't control it from the end boards. Back come the Flyers. Flyers out to neutral. It's Murad. They'll dump it in. Line change for Little Falls. Right corner picked up Perunovic. There's Perunovic. Stick handles out to center. Knocked off his stick, but goes right to his teammate Irwin. Fired in, but offside. Or excuse me, an icing.
Yeah, chance for Zach there in the zone, just outside the top of the circle there. Just put it over the top of the goaltender. Otherwise, he would have had a great opportunity to score there as well.
Face off to the right of Dilly. Fenstermacher will take the draw with Fensky tied up. Shot sails wide from the top of the left circle by Bjorgi. Into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, trying to dig it loose is Andrew Irwin. Now it's picked up behind the net by Boggio. Tipped out to center and down the ice by Fenstermacher. The wave icing into the left corner of the Flyers zone. Flyers pick it up. It's Atkinson. Nice back check by Yoki to tie it up. Now out to neutral ice with the puck. Here's Miller. Miller, left circle, Blue Jacket zone. Shot, save, Dilly. Into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone with 10:14 to go in our first period. Blue Jackets lead 1-0. Out near the right point, now the right circle. Yoki comes away with it. Tried to get the pass to Radovic. He's double teamed and knocked down in neutral ice. Loose puck grab by Fenstermacher along the end boards. Tied up by Atkinson of the Flyers. Play continues in the Flyers zone. Blue Jackets try to set it up. A shot put on the backhand and a goal. The initial shot by Fina was a save by the leg of Spandl. It came back out and Fina put the backhand in, and it's 2-0 Blue Jackets.
Yeah, great work on that play by Fina, picking up his own rebound there. And a great setup play by Parker Osborne there. Perfect pass right to Fina. Fina got that first shot off. Goaltender made the initial save, then got the big rebound and pounded it home. So huge play there for the Blue Jackets.
Time of that goal is going to be 7-10. Fina picks up the goal. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. Play continues now, is going behind his own net to try to regroup for the Flyers is Swanson. To the right corner, let's get our assist coming from our PA announcer. Plays out, puck's out of play.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets, number 25, Luke Fina. He's assisted by number 2, Parker Osborne, and number 14, Joe Fenstermacher. Fina from Osborne and Fenstermacher.
Face off now to the left of Spandl. The assist on that Fina goal, Osborne and Fenstermacher. Backhanded down into the Blue Jacket zone. Giving chase is Himley. Getting there first is Allison. Allison checked up on the play. Now into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Andrew Irwin's tied up with a Little Falls player. Kaboom, can't get it out. Now here's Bestel at center. Bestel's got Knives on his left and carried in offside. 9:08 to go. First period, 2-0 Blue Jackets, 5-2. Shots on goal in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing you the action. Glad to have you along here on this Friday night. Bestel wins the draw. Perunovic zips it over to Gray Irwin. He'll just deflect it into the Blue Jacket zone, or excuse me, the Flyer zone. Majorly picks it up, works it over along the near wall at the half wall. Coming away with it's Bukowski. Bukowski will flip it out to the Blue Jacket blue line. Knocked away by Perunovic. They tried to get that pass to Sawatov. Long pass off the left wing boards. It's DeBoom. Ridden off the play, regains control, top of the right circle. He'll flip it over on the right wing to Irwin. Irwin's shots deflected into the left corner of the Flyer zone. At the half wall on the left side, Perunovic keeps it alive. Long pass for Bestel to the right circle. Too bad, just a little bit too much in front of him. Kept alive by Irwin at the right point. Now it's flipped down into the Blue Jacket zone. Line change Flyers. Here's Perunovic. Perunovic, he'll stick handle and carry it across on the left wing. Perunovic loses an edge. Goes down into the left corner. Oh, we got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a trip, so the Blue Jackets actually going on the power play. I thought maybe he lost an edge. That was not the case, as the Blue Jackets will go on the power play. Going off will be Stark. .849 is going to be the time of that penalty.
Flyers number 2, Alex Stark. 2-minute minor for
See if the Blue Jackets can capitalize here, Randy. Perunovic right in front and deflected by Knifes and a stick save by Spandl. Flipped all the way back into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up, Perunovic. He'll backpedal and set it up behind the Blue Jacket net. Still a minute 33 to go in that power play for the Blue Jackets. Right wing pass carried in by Ray Irwin. At the right wing half wall. Pushed down in the right corner. DeBoom gives chase. DeBoom still battling. Murad comes away with it. Murad, though, they can't clear it. Now it's out to neutralize. It'll bank off the near boards at center and deflected up and out of play. Minute 12 to go in the Blue Jacket power play. We've got 7:22 to go first period. Blue Jackets lead 2-0 on goals by Perunovic and Fina. So far, a pretty good penalty kill by the Flyers, Randy.
Yeah, they've kept us in check.
The Blue Jackets carried across on the left side. It's Andrew Irwin. Going to leave it at the left wing half wall. With the puck momentarily was Radovich. Now he regains control. Back to Irwin. Right point to Boggio, and he can't hold the zone. 50 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket power play. Left wing pass right on the tape to Radovich at center. He'll carry it across on the left side. He'll stop at the left wing half wall. Now in the left corner. Back out to the left point. Sets it up now for Irwin. Back to Radovich, left wing half wall. Radovich, little give and go to Fenstermacher behind the net. A one-timer and a save. Nicely set up, though, as a nice shot by Yoki. Fired down the ice by the Flyers. Long pass, Dilly to Yoki. Yoki brings it across. Yoki still looking, centering pass deflected. Irwin come in, his shot's deflected. Along the end board. Now in behind the Flyer net. 13 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket power play. Shot put on, easy stick save, directed back near the right corner by the goaltender Spandl. And fired down the ice and right on net. Dilly has to make the save. Andrew Irwin picks it up, stops behind the Blue Jacket net, spins around. Here's Irwin with the puck. 6 minutes to go, period number 1. Blue Jackets lead 2-0. That puck will roll all the way back into the Flyer zone. Flyers trying to get something going. Nothing much is working. Fired it back into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic banked off the left wing board. They're going to set it up. Here comes Pina, left circle. He can't control that bouncing puck. And a loose puck's grabbed by Atkinson to the Flyers. A long pass, too far in front of Bjorgi, but no icing. Bjorgi picks it up behind the Blue Jacket net, knocked off his stick by Perunovic. Here's Perunovic, a long pass out the center to Bestel. Bestel, he'll push it up, shot put on, glove save, knocked down, and frozen by Spandl on the wrist shot. Nice little wrist shot by Fina.
Yeah, Fina's had a couple good chances. I mean, getting that second goal for the Blue Jackets, and then he's had some couple chances now in the last couple minutes of play.
5:23 to go, first period. Blue Jackets up 2-0. Face-off won by the Blue Jackets, and it's knocked to near right point. Tied up at the right wing half wall is Boggio by Sawada. Pina pushes it down into the right corner, now along the end boards in the Flyers zone. With the puck is Inez. Inez works it over to Majorly. Puck gets a pass, but it's on the wrong side of center. He couldn't get it to his teammate, and it's an icing. 5:01 to go, first period. Shots on goal now 8-2 in favor of the Blue Jackets, and a 2-0 lead. Fenstermacher on the draw with Scanlon. Knocked along the end boards in the Flyer zone. Scanlon has it, goes behind the net to the near side to Jorgensen. He'll stick handle down the right wing. He's at center. He'll fire it in. Dilly clears it away along the end board. Grabbed by Allison. Allison in behind the Blue Jacket net. With it is Fenstermacher, stick handling out to center. Fenstermacher tries to muscle his way in and is able to push it at least to the right wing half wall in the Flyer zone. 4.5 to go. Period number 1, 2-0 Blue Jackets. On the goals by Fina and Perunovic. Tipped out to neutral ice. Blue Jackets will get the loose puck. Fired in by Bestel. In near the right corner to Boom. Goes in with Marode. Flyers come away with it. Passes behind Jorgensen. Perunovic will grab it at the Blue Jacket blue line. He'll just flick it over to Gray Irwin. Blue Jackets bring it across on the right side. The boom shot saved. Bestel couldn't get the stick on as he crashed down on the net. With the puck now is going to be DeBoom. Gets it out near the blue line. Irwin keeps it alive. Near the right point again, Irwin pushes it down near the right corner. Right now the Flyers can't seem to do anything. 3:44 to go. It's out to neutral ice. DeBoom gets it back to Perunovic. Perunovic spins around in front of the Blue Jacket net. Long past the center. Knocked down by Miller. Brought into the Blue Jacket zone. Here's Knipes. He's got a 2-on-1 if he can get moving. He's got DeBoom on his left, but nice back check. Sets it up and a goal for Perunovic. He was in the slot and just right up under the crossbar again. His second goal of the night. And the Blue Jackets are now up 3-0.
And he, oh, that was another great shot from Perunovic there. Saw the ice very well on that play and saw that opening above the goalie's glove side again and put her up shelf.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out how Knipes got that pass to him. Knipes was kind of spinning around and he got that pass back out to Perunovic and he just put it up under the crossbar. Time of that goal is going to be 13:37. Blue Jackets are up 3-0 on the second goal of the night for Scott Perunovic. Let's get our assist coming up.
Starting off here, Blue Jackets, and with his second goal of the night, number 7, Scott Perunovic. He's assisted by number 29, Zach Boone, and number 16, Joe Knipes.
So it's going to be Knipes and DeBoom on the assist. The Blue Jackets are now up 3-0. Play is in the Blue Jacket left corner. Back out to the left point, sets it up. A shot put on, blocker saved by Dilly. On the wrister from Moreau. Perunovic with the puck, or excuse me, that's not Perunovic, that's Andrew Irwin. Now it's center. Battle in front of the Flyers bench. Fired in by the Blue Jackets. Spandl lets it roll around to the left wing half wall. It'll be grabbed by Swanson, but he's tied up. Nicely done by the Blue Jackets. Trying to dig it loose with Fenstermacher. Swanson comes away with it, banks it off the glass, and it's going to go to the Blue Jacket blue line. Nope, only made it out to center. Kind of died when it hit the glass. With the puck is Inez. Inez stick handles the center ice. Right wing pass right on the tape to his teammate. That's Bukowski. Bukowski's wrister saved by Dilly. In the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Picked up by Sawada. Now it's back out to neutral. Back to pick it up is Inez for the Flyers. And a nice check put on. It's going to be a penalty coming up, though, as Gray Irwin took out Bukowski. It's going to be an elbow. And a power play coming up for Little Falls. $15:21 is going to be the time of the penalty.
Blue Jackets, number 28, Gray Irwin, 2-minute minor for Irwin.
Shot put on right in front. Tried to get it to Bjorgi. He couldn't control it. Blue Jackets have it. Perunovic, left wing half wall. Back in behind the Blue Jacket net. And the Blue Jackets can't clear. Trying to is Andrew Irwin. Into the right corner. Tried to set it up, stolen by Bestel in the slot, flipped down the ice. Minute 6 to go in our period. Blue Jackets lead 3-0. A minute 24 to go in the power play for the Flyers.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Out to neutral ice, it's Bjorgi. Stick handles across, offside on the right side. 55 seconds to go in the period. Blue Jackets lead 3-0 late in the first. 1:16 to go in the power play for the Flyers. Shots on goal, 10-5. Fenstermacher wins the draw. Boggio to Perunovic. Perunovic banks it off the right wing boards, back down in behind the Little Falls net. 15 seconds to go in our period. With the puck is Marad. He'll stick handle out to center, puts it right on the tape to Himley. Himley carries it across. He's knocked off it at the left circle, but it's kept alive at the left point by Jorgensen, who just zips it around. Himley tries to get to it, puts a check on the Blue Jackets Yoki. Shot blocked. 20 seconds to go in the period. Wrist shot from Swanson near the blue lines, blocked by Fenstermacher. And Perunovic dives and gets it out to neutralize. Meanwhile, Fenstermacher will backhand it down into the Flyer zone with 6 seconds to go in the period. Swanson brings it in, banks it off, and that's going to be it for period number 1. All Blue Jackets here in period number 1. They lead by a score of 3-0. We'll be back with our first intermission coming up. It's Blue Jacket Hockey, and it's right here on 106.3 WMFG.
And now, back to the action on 106.3 WMFG.
And welcome back to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, everyone. After one period of play, it's Hibbing Chisholm 3 and Little Falls nothing. Little Falls still has 21 seconds of a power play when they come back out as we start period number 2. Randy, this one, the first period definitely belongs to the Blue Jackets, even though Little Falls did try to put a little pressure on toward the latter part of the first period.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets were able to fight off any pressure that the Flyers did at the end of that period, and overall played a solid first period of play here.
Kind of a nice first period for sophomore Scotty Perunovic, his first ever varsity game, and he's got 2 goals.
Yeah, certainly a nice start for him. Two really nice shots by Scotty too. I mean, both high up and over the goaltender's gloves there, and looked really good. Nice start for the sophomore there.
Why don't you run down our stats from period number 1?
First goal coming for the Blue Jackets, his first varsity goal of his career. Scott Perunovic picked up a shorthanded unassisted goal at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. And then the Blue Jackets would add to their lead to make it 2-0 at 7 minutes and 10 seconds. This was a goal from Luke Fina, his first goal of the year, and he got the assist from Parker Osborne and also from Joe Fenstermacher. And then the Blue Jackets would make it 3-0 at 13:37. Scott Perunovic picking up his second goal of the game. And then the assist on that goal, Zach DeBoom, and also Joe Knipes on the goal for the Blue Jackets. Penalties in that period, 2 minor penalties on each team for a total of 2 minutes. No power play, no shorthanded goals in that first period. And the goaltender saves in that first period. Ezra Spandau of the Flyers, he had 7. And Isaiah Dilly of your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, he had 6. And 3-0 our score in favor of the Blue Jackets after 1 period of play.
Well, if you're Todd Versich and the coaches for the Blue Jackets, you got to be pretty pleased with how your team pretty much controlled that first period, Randy.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they controlled the play and had some great opportunities. They probably could have put a couple more goals up there. Spandau made some great saves. He was challenged in this first period, and Blue Jackets, yeah, nice start. Coach Versich and his coaching staff's got to be very happy with the start they have here.
And you know, that's kind of what our downfall was just a tad bit last year. We had trouble getting goals. I mean, we'd low-scoring games, we'd win by 1 or lose by 1, that kind of deal. So it's kind of nice that, after 17 minutes, you already got 3 up on the board.
Right, yeah, it's very impressive and, nice start. Now they just got to keep the foot on the gas and keep it going through the next 2 periods here.
After 1 period of play, our score is 3-0. It's Hibbing Chisholm with the lead over Little Falls. Both teams opening up the season here this evening at the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Do want to say thanks to General Waste for all your disposal needs. Choose General Waste, as well as Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor, and Ivor Corner National, pioneers in engineering elastomeric pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Hockey. We'll be back with the start of our second period coming up momentarily. It's the Blue Jackets 3 and the Flyers Little Falls nothing after 1 period of play right here on Classic Hits Radio 106.3 WMFG. After 1 period of play here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score 3-0. The Blue Jackets on top over Little Falls. Now, Randy, you were able to go watch the IRC Jamboree on Tuesday. Blue Jackets obviously had their way with International Falls, but you were able to watch some other teams. What did you see on Tuesday night that stuck out in your mind, I guess?
Well, there were some interesting, certainly interesting games. I mean, that first game between Evelyn Gilbert and Greenway Coleraine, it was interesting to see. Greenway got outshot by Evelyn Gilbert. Evelyn Gilbert they looked okay. They ended up getting outshot by the Golden Bears, but that was an interesting first match. And then the Blue Jackets and the Broncos, the Blue Jackets pretty much dominated that whole scrimmage there, and then Virginia took care of the Timberwolves and Ely Timberwolves in the final match of the night. Virginia, Mountain Iron Buell, they look strong. They look like they could be a tough team in this section this year.
The Broncos still looking kind of down a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're probably more down this year than they were last year. They graduated the senior goaltender that gave us trouble last year. They graduated him, and I think I don't know. I mean, it's only the first game of the year. It's a scrimmage. Really hard to take anything from that, but I think they're not as strong as they were last year, and I think it's going to be 3 or 4 years before they're going to be back up there again and have decent teams. But it'll be interesting. We'll see. We'll get to see them shortly. As we move on to the season, we'll see them. The first game here coming up pretty soon.
Obviously, the cream of the crop, for lack of a better word, is more than likely going to be Hermantown once again. Marshall was good last year. I suspect that they'll be pretty decent again this year. Denfeld, I'm not sure where they're going to fall this year. Probably in that upper echelon, along with possibly maybe us and Virginia battling, those 5 teams for the 4 home spots in the playoff.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely it'll be those 5 teams, battling it out, for the top 4 spots in the section, and then get that home playoff game. So Virginia definitely, it seems like they are improved, and we'll see what Denfeld brings to the table here when we see them coming up.
Blue Jackets have some talented sophomores that came up off that Bantam A team, Randy, that was really good last year. Not only is Scott Perunovich have 2 goals, but Zach DeBoom's playing significant minutes. Also coming up off that team under the varsity are Nick and Riley Versich, Garrett Lee, and Dylan Matson. So we got some good young kids coming up. It's going to be interesting to see how they gel with some of the older guys.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, there's some really good. There's a good core of younger kids there. That core group of sophomores. That's going to be a fun group to watch. Just as they develop and they develop over the season, and just to see where they are now, and you look at them at the end of the year, it's going to be interesting to watch. And certainly, if things continue to progress like they have, I mean, when they get to be juniors next year, another year under their belt, the next their junior and senior years could be pretty fun to watch with that great Bantam team moving up here to the high school ranks, both playing in the varsity and the JV team.
And I should mention, some of you are probably going, well, you haven't called Joe Lescarbeau's name yet. Well, that's because he's not playing tonight, as he's got a lower body injury, and they're just taking their time because it's a long season.
Right, yeah, there's no sense in, trying to rush him back in there, because it's a long year, and you want to make sure he rests up. And this is these are non-conference games, important games to win, obviously, but they are non-conference, so let's get them rested up here and get them ready for the heart of the season coming up here.
Thanks once again, Iowa National, Pioneers in Engineering, U.S. American Pipeliners, Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor, and General Waste. For all your disposal needs, choose General Waste. Proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. Both squads back out on the ice, and we'll get our second period underway momentarily. Blue Jackets will be moving left to right. Flyers still have 21 seconds of a power play, and they do trail 3-0 after 1 period of play. I was going to make a joke about this too. It looks like we've picked up some more coaches on our squad. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 assistant coaches. How come my name ain't on there?
Yeah.
I was going to give Todd grief about that. I'll have to do that tomorrow. That's good though. That's good to see.
Yeah, you've got former players. Shea Walters is one of them. You got a former player there getting back into coaching his hometown team, and that's always good to see. And Brian Simonson helping out with the JV team, also a recent former graduate of the Hibbing High School as well.
We're underway. Miller won that draw at center. Pushed into the Blue Jackets zone. Miller will pick it up near the right corner. 10 seconds to go in that Flyer power play. We're just underway, second period. It's a 3-0 Blue Jacket lead. Slap shot, left point. And Dilly saw it. Atkinson blast all the way. Held on. No rebound, nothing. Face off to the right of Dilly with 2 seconds left to go in that power play. Into the Blue Jacket left corner, and now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. In behind the Blue Jacket net, it's Irwin. Ridden off the play into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Back out to the right point, wrist shot blocked in front. Loose puck grabbed by Gray Irwin. Fired down the ice. We'll have an icing coming up. Nope, yeah they are. I thought they were going to wave it because they didn't blow that whistle right away, Randy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what was going to happen on that play, but they wanted to make sure, and they blew it there to hit the ice.
Face off will come down to the right of ice. That would be Isaiah Dilly, the senior goaltender. Bensermacher on the draw with Scanlon. And now they're going to toss Scanlon. It'll be Jorgensen coming in to take the draw. Knocked in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Near the left wing half wall, pushed out by Radovich. Comes to the Flyer blue line, fired right back in by the Flyers. That one's an icing. Just underway, 57 seconds in, period number 2. Blue Jackets lead 3-0. 2 goals by Perunovic and a goal by Fina. Bensermacher on a draw with Scanlon. And now they're going to throw both of them. Now they're going to let them back in. They're just going to reface it off. Knocked into the right corner. Picked up by Murad. Now to center, it's Scanlon. Scanlon knocked off the play at the Blue Jacket blue line. Flipped in though by Himley. Behind the net, Andrew Irwin tries to work it up and out, and he'll get the loose puck at his own blue line. He's got a 2-on-1, takes a shot, deflected up and out of play. He had an opportunity for a 2-on-1. Radovich over on his left side took the wrister instead and is deflected out of play.
Yeah, Andrew Irwin, just a freshman on this team, and he's got a pretty nice slap shot, wrist shot when he gets it going, and he's had a few blocked tonight, but if he connects on it, he could be dangerous back there on the point.
Seplo wins the draw, comes out to Perunovic at the blue line. He'll just push it down into the right corner of the Flyer zone. Flipped around to the left wing half wall, trying to dig it loose is Osborne. Fina. Osborne battling along the boards, and we got a penalty coming up. It's going to be on Atkinson. Blue Jackets will go back on the power play as it's cleared all the way out. Back pedaling is Perunovic, in behind the Blue Jacket net. Perunovic, one of the top Bantam players in the state last year. To the left circle, comes in, centering pass. Hits a skater a stick. Kept alive momentarily. Wrist shot, save. Oh, and Bestel was right there to get pounce on that rebound. Couldn't get a stick on it. Interference coming up. Blue Jackets going on power play number 2. And they're going to actually call that penalty on Shirley. This will come at 2:09. See what the Blue Jackets can do. Perunovic with the puck. He'll carry it in behind the Blue Jacket net to set things up. Stops for a moment to the right of the goaltender, Dilly, out to center to Bestel. Bestel brings it across on the right wing. Bestel into the right corner, stop. Back out to the blue line, Perunovic. Oh, and it deflected in front. He tried to get it to DeBoom. Here's Knight. Bestel, right wing half wall. Bestel works it back down. Backhand to goal by DeBoom. What a backhand. Holy moly. .249 time of that power play goal. Blue Jackets up 4-0.
Well, it's so far it's been the sophomore show here tonight. Scott Perunovic with 2 goals and Zach DeBoom now adding to the sophomore night, and that was a wicked shot. Nice backhand, upper shelf. Big power play goal there.
Blue Jackets up 4-0 on that power play goal by DeBoom.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets, number 29, Zach DeBoom. He's assisted by number 23, Jake Bestel. DeBoom.
Bestel's going to get the lone assist.
Goal at 2:49.
And the Blue Jackets on top 4-0. Pushed in by the Blue Jackets, Jarrett Lee into the right corner. Now along behind the net, trying to dig it loose is Matson from Inez. Inez backhands it out to neutralize, puck bouncing around. It'll be grabbed by Allison. Hand pass, no, we got a penalty coming up on a hook. And the Blue Jackets are going back on the power play, or are they calling the hook? No, they're going to call it on Matson. So Matson's going to go in the box on the hook. And power play number 2 coming up for Little Falls. .325, time of the penalty. Face off to the left to Dilly. On the penalty kill, it's Yoki, Allison, Fenstermacher, and Boggio. The Flyers got to regroup. It's Swanson from their own right corner. Swanson working up the left side, stick handles across the Blue Jacket blue line. He'll stop at the left wing half wall, loses the puck. Blue Jackets bank it off. It's Fenstermacher off the boards, and it's back down. Spandl stops it. Swanson at the right wing half wall in the Flyer zone, pushes in behind the net. Fenstermacher's going to get there first. Centering pass, a little bit too far in front of Knights. With the loose puck is Scanlon, takes a hard check as he dumps it into the Blue Jacket zone. Boggio can't clear. Out near the right point, it's Jorgensen for the Flyers. Jorgensen working on Boggio, and Fenstermacher golfs it out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Inez for the Flyers, flips it over to Atkinson. Still a minute to go in that power play for the Flyers. 12:32 to go, period number 2. Blue Jackets up 4-0. Inez, his shot's deflected wide. At the left wing half wall, backhanded by Atkinson, who took a shot from Knights. Penalty coming up. And a cross check coming up on Bjorgi, and we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. .439 time of the penalty. 4-on-4 hockey for 46 seconds. Face off to the right of the goaltender, Spandl. And now Bethel gets tossed. In to take the draw is DeBoom against Miller. Tied up in the circle. Blue Jackets momentarily come away with it, and they keep it alive near the right point. Bestel at the half wall on the right side. Checked off the play. Nice check by DeBoom to take it away, but then it's knocked off his stick. Penske with the puck. Long pass is behind his teammate Inez. Perunovic with the puck. He'll just cycle it and leave it now for Gray Irwin. From the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone, Gray Irwin will stick handle it out. 18 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Gray Irwin, goal! Up over the blocker on the right side, up under the crossbar. And it's 5-0. 5:13 time of the goal. That was a 4-on-4 goal. And a timeout's going to be called by the Flyers as this one's getting out of hand. Randy, 13 shots for the Blue Jackets, and we got 5 goals.
Yeah, you know, that's a nice night, and the Flyers are changing goaltenders here.
Gray Irwin. Assisted by number 31, Isaiah Dilly. Irwin from Dilly.
Dilly got the assist. You got to like that. Dilly's pitching a shutout. Now he's got it a point.
Yeah, nice. Always great when a goaltender gets the assist on the play, on the goal.
We still got 13 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the Blue Jackets will then have a little over a minute of a power play. So this one could get ugly real quickly, Randy, for the Little Falls.
Yeah, you know, a cold goalie going in there, and never know what can happen with that. Tell you these shots from the Blue Jackets have been all great shots here tonight. That last goal by Gray Irwin there, nice high shot over the goalie's pad again, and just a lot of hard work out there by this team out here tonight.
11:47 to go here in period number 2. Little Falls burned up their timeout. They trail 5-0. Vestal will take the draw against Scanlon at center. 4-on-4 hockey for 10 seconds, and the Blue Jackets go on their power play. In the left corner of the Flyers zone, it's Murad. Left wing pass to Scanlon. He'll dump it in the Blue Jackets zone. Blue Jackets now a minute 13 of a power play. Shot from the right circle is blocked, comes to the Blue Jacket left wing half wall. Scanlon zips it around the boards. Into the right corner, giving chase for the Blue Jackets is Andrew Irwin. Coming away with this Bestel. Bestel will stick handle. He's out to center ice. Pass too far in front of Knights. Kept alive at the right point, though, by Nick Versich. Fired in behind the net, now left corner, the Boom. His pass is deflected. Knights will pick it up. He'll leave it in the left corner. The Boom out to the blue line. Oh, and unable to handle it at the blue line was Andrew Irwin. 36 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. Blue Jackets up 5-0. Grabbed by Swanson at the Flyer blue line. He'll just fire it into the Blue Jacket zone. Blue Jackets have 23 seconds to go in that power play. Right wing pass to Knights. He's at neutral ice. He'll dump it in, zip it around the boards. To the left wing half wall, over skating it. For the Blue Jackets was DeBoom. Fired back down in the Blue Jackets zone. Dilly will direct it in behind the net. Comes to the left wing half wall, Miller. His pass is deflected. Left wing half wall, Miller with it for the Flyers. Centering pass intercepted by the Blue Jackets. Here's Yoki. Yoki flying down the right wing. Yoki. He'll carry it in behind the Flyer net. To the left corner. Yoki pushes it behind the net. Centering pass in front, deflected. Left point, Perunovic. He's got 2 tonight. Oh, and they tried to work it back to Perunovic from Gray Irwin, and that's deflected down in the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic with the puck. Perunovic out to center, working down the right wing. Ridden off the play. Nice work by Sawada on the back check. Flyers trying to get it out of their zone, and they do. Boggio couldn't keep it in at the left point. With the puck, and taking a nice check was Radovic at center. Boggio will pick it up off the near boards, knocked off his stick. Perunovic back to pick it up between the circles in the Blue Jacket zone. 9:20 to go, second period. Blue Jackets lead 5-0. Radovic gives chase. In behind the net with the puck was Atkinson for the Flyers, kept in left point. Shot sails wide from Osborne. Boggio pinches down from right point, momentarily keeps it alive, and is fired down the ice by the Flyers. We'll get an icing coming up with 9:05 to go in period number 2. It's 5-0 Blue Jackets, and it just kills me, Randy. 13 shots for the Blue Jackets, and 5 of them have gone in.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it, shots on goal, 13-7, not a whole lot here in this game.
No, really low shot total for a high school hockey game. Unusual to see those numbers.
Puck's loose between the circles in the Flyers zone. Boggio just sails it to the end board. In the left corner, battling is Fina. Coming in to help out is Osborne. Fina comes away with it off the half wall, checked off his stick. Flyers push it to neutral ice. Grabbed by Allison, fired back in. Into the right corner, it's Stark. He'll fire it around to the left corner to Murad. Murad at the half wall. Osborne had it momentarily. Now with the puck is Bukowski. He'll backhand it out to neutral ice. It'll come to the Blue Jacket blue line. Allison backpedals, right circle, Blue Jacket zone. He'll pop it off the end boards into the near left corner. Here's Boggio. Boggio flips it out to neutral. Fina picks it up at center, banks it off the right wing boards and into the Flyers zone. Line change coming up for Blue Jackets, 8:10 to go. Here in period number 2, it's a 5-0 Blue Jacket lead. In the left corner, boy, I tell you what, Jarrett Lee is really banging down there with a guy that's about, 6-7 inches taller than him. Lee behind the net, centering pass, a shot and a goal. Right in front of the net, Riley Versich.
Yeah, that was a nice play for Jarrett to center it out front. Just kind of a little nice little slip in by Riley Versich there. Low shot on the ice and trickles by the goaltender there. But great work set up by Jarrett Lee. Man, he worked his tail off there, setting that play up there. That's a all sophomore line there, and that they look solid there.
9:07 is going to be the time of that goal for Riley Versich. Lee will definitely get one of the assists. Let's see if anybody else picks up one. But the Blue Jackets are up 6-0 here, and we still have 7:44 to go in our second period. Tied up into the right corner, the Blue Jackets zone.
Scoring the goals here, Blue Jackets. Number 13, Riley Versich. He's assisted by number 12, Jarrett Lee, and number 11, Dylan Matson.
Matson will get the other assist. So the assists go to Lee and Matson, the goal to Riley Versich. Meanwhile, the Flyers trying to clear the zone to get it out to neutral ice. It's grabbed by the Blue Jackets, Knipes, and fired right back in behind the Flyer net. Atkinson near corner. Tries to work it up to Fensky. Fensky cross ice pass on the right to Inez. Inez to Fensky. Puck still bouncing around. Now Inez fires it in off the left wing boards in behind the Blue Jacket net. Rolls to the right corner. Perunovic gets that pass from Gray. Irwin. Perunovic from behind the Blue Jacket net, looking to set something up. Long pass, knocked on its center ice by Murad and carried in offside. 6:44 to go, second period, 6-0 Blue Jackets.
Yeah, a couple great periods for the Blue Jackets here. 3 in the first and 3 in the second. So nice balance of scoring here. Only 14 shots on goal, but we got a 6-0 lead. We'll take that.
Well, I'd take that any day.
Usually percentages are you're only going to get 1 goal in 14 shots.
Well, you know what? You really can't blame Spandl. And the Blue Jackets will bring it out because all them shots have been just solid shots. Here's the boom. He's going to leave it. Knipes a shot and a big left pad save into the near corner by the goaltender Spandl. And I should mention that is not Spandl in net, that's Bozier. Bozier came in after the timeout, and I just now caught that. Fired down the ice. We'll have an icing coming up on Little Falls. I should have paid attention to that because I kind of thought maybe they would switch goals, please, and they have. Spandl is out and Bozier is in.
Yeah, right at that timeout period, right at that timeout mark, that's when they changed goaltenders, the Flyers did, and man, that was an unbelievable pass by DeBoom there. Back is behind his back there. Wow, it's amazing.
You know, you can tell it's the first couple games of the season because I don't even think Dan caught it down there either. I haven't heard anything about a goalie change.
No, he did it. He did announce it after they changed the goalie.
In the left corner, Perunovic tied up along the end boards by Bukowski. Trying to dig it loose is Majurli. Bukowski's pass knocked down. Here come the Blue Jackets. It's Versich. Works it up and gets it to Radovic. Radovic carries it across. Checked off the play at the left wing half wall. Fenstermacher backpedals. Now they get it to Perunovic between the circles in the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic. Past the center. And we'll have an icing coming up as Fenstermacher couldn't quite get to it. .505 to go. Period number 2, 6-0 Blue Jackets. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on Classic Hits Radio, 106.3 WMFG, Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communications. Quick wrist shot right off the bat from the top of the right circle by Swanson. Easy glove save by Dilly. And we'll have another face-off to the left of Dilly. On the draw, Sepala tied up, shot, block. On the Bjorgi quick slapper. From behind the net's Irwin. Gets it up to Pina, left wing half wall. Pina backhands it out to neutral. Knocked off the stick of Osborne. Carried back into the Blue Jacket zone. Shot put on by Miller. Easy stick save by Dilly into the left corner. Miller, a slapper from the left wing half wall. Save, goes in behind the Blue Jacket net. In between the circles, Pina comes away with it. Pina pushes it out all the way back into the Flyer zone. Swanson back to pick it up. It's going to be tipped into the Blue Jacket zone by Fensky, but it's going to be an icing. He was on the wrong side of center. And now Fensky and Irwin are having words. With 4:20 to go. It's starting to get a little chippy here now.
Yeah, frustration maybe kind of setting in a little bit.
6-0 Blue Jackets, 4:20 to go, second period. Face off to the right of Bozier, tied up. Fired around to the right wing half wall. Kept alive by the Blue Jackets, Nick Versich. From the left corner. Puck's loose near the left circle, now near the left point. And spinning around is Jarrett Lee. Back up to the blue line, Perunovic. He's got two. Sets it up, right circle. Shot put on by Nick Versich and a save by Bozier, no rebound. Gunnar Bozier came in this period after the timeout. He's a junior 6-foot goaltender in relief of senior Ezra Spandl. Along the end boards with the puck is Madsen. In behind the net, Madsen recovers again. Madsen back out to the blue line. Perunovic to Madsen. Madsen with the puck, sets it up. Here's Versich. Over the right circle, it's Lee. Lee throws it towards the net. That's deflected. Push back out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Nick Versich to Perunovic. Back to Nick Versich. Back to Perunovic. Perunovic backpedals in behind the Blue Jacket net. 3:20 to go in our second period. Blue Jackets lead 6-0. Shots on goal 17-10. Blue Jackets. Oh, and you're going to get the boom? No. Thought we had the boom. Bring it back. Got a penalty coming up, a slash. We got two guys with slashes. For Little Falls, I see we've got Jorgensen going off. And I thought he said it was going to be one of the Blue Jackets as well, Randy. $13:48 is going to be the time of the penalty. And it's going to be Riley Versich as well. We'll get the official explanation here in a minute, but I want to say when I initially saw it, they had called slashing on both of them. We'll find out here. Does it still be 5-on-5 on the coincidental liner?
We have coincidental penalties for starting players. Number 24, Robert Jorgensen, 2-minute minor for slashing. Jorgensen for slashing. Coincidental minor penalty for Blue Jackets. Number 31, Isaiah Dilly.
It's Dilly.
Draws a 2-minute minor for slashing. The penalty will be served by number 13 of the Blue Jackets, Riley Versich. Once again, coincidental minor penalties.
Face off to the left of the goaltender Bozier as he made the save as it banked off the right wing boards. 2:56 to go, so Dilly picked it up. It's going to be served by Versich, Riley Versich. And that puck kind of rolls in on the goaltender. DeBoom took a whack at it, but Bozier just froze it into the paint. And now DeBoom's getting a talking to. Referee went in and said, hey, don't be whacking on the goaltender when he's got that thing froze like that. Next time you do it, I'll have to call a penalty. Kept alive at the right point by Nick Versich down in the right corner of the Flyers zone. Puck bouncing around. And Versich a shot and a goal. Wow. I don't think Bozier ever saw it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he saw that one at all.
That sailed right over his glove up into the upper left corner, and the Blue Jackets now on top by a score of 7-0. As Nick Versich gets the goal. 14:27, time of the goal.
Yeah, nice little hard wrister fired by the goaltender there.
Wow. We'll get the assist coming up on it momentarily here from the public address announcer. And there are none. Here comes Knights. His pass is blocked into the right corner of the Flyer zone. Play continues along the end boards in the Flyer zone with 2:04 to go in their second period. Blue Jackets up 7-0. Into the right corner. Kept alive right point. Tipped in front by Knights. A big left pad save by Bozier. At the left wing half wall. Kept in by the Blue Jackets. Trickles in front of the net to the right circle. Boggio took a whack at it. Puck's bouncing like a super ball. Finally picked up by Scanlon. He's at center. He'll fire it into the Blue Jackets zone. Line change Flyers with 1:34 to go in our second period. Big check coming up, and it's going to be a penalty on Himley, and we're going on the power play. Himley for interference. They're going to call this on Stark and not Himley. Blue Jackets going to power play. .36. Time of that penalty. Back on the power play. Left circle, works it down in the left corner. Fenstermacher to Yoki, and his shot saved by the goaltender and fired down the ice by the Flyers. Picked up by Andrew Irwin. He'll stick handle it out to center. The transfer, him and his brother from Eden Prairie. Welcome to Hibbing. Kept alive, Irwin. His shot sails just wide from the left circle. Right wing half wall with a puck. It's Yoki. Yoki sets it up behind the net now for Radovic. Radovic, bottom of the left circle, stick handling. Spins around left wing half wall. Swanson takes him up against the board. Radovic comes away with it, skates in towards the net, puts a shot on. Knocked down by Bozier. Radovich, bottom of the circle, a shot and a save by Bozier, cleared down the ice by the Flyers. 26 seconds to go, second period. Blue Jackets up 7-0. 1 minute to go in a Blue Jacket power play. From the Blue Jacket right corner, Boggio is ridden off the play, grabbed by Andrew Irwin. Left wing pass, pushed out to center. Here comes DeBoom. He'll trade across on the left wing. Sets it up. Vestal, and it's knocked off his stick. Comes up to the blue line, kept alive. Perunovic to Vestal, and a power play goal, bottom of the right circle.
Oh.
16:56. Time of the power play goal. 8-0 Blue Jackets. We got a period of hockey to go.
Well, that was a perfect play. I mean, Perunovic came off the bench, worked his tail off to keep that in the zone, and then he passed it perfectly right to Vestal. Vestal found that open net and knocked it home for that power play goal.
And there we go. After 2 periods of play, this one, folks, has been all Blue Jackets. They lead 8-0. We still have 17 minutes of hockey to go. Anything could happen in the third period. Let's get our assists here.
Number 23, Jake Vestal. He's assisted by number 7, Scott Perunovic. Vestal.
Perunovic, the only assist on the Vestal power play goal. So after 2 periods of play here at the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's been all Blue Jackets. They lead by a score of 8-0. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. After 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, been pretty impressive so far for the Blue Jackets. They lead 8-0. They are all over Little Falls, Randy.
Yeah, just total domination by the Blue Jackets, continuing here in the second period of play and looking real solid here tonight. Matching that score they had against the Flyers last year, 8-0. Now let's see what if they add to it in the third period or not.
Why don't you run down our stats there from our second period?
Well, it was all Blue Jackets in that second period. Continuing on here, Blue Jackets started out that period with a power play goal. This another goal from the sophomore here tonight. His first goal of his career in the high school ranks. Zach DeBoom picking up the single assist from Jake Vestal, and that score made it 4-0. Then the Blue Jackets would make it 5-0. Another power play goal, this time coming from Gray Irwin, his first goal of his career as a Blue Jacket, and get the single assist from Isaiah Dilly, and that at 5:13. And then the Blue Jackets would make it 6-0 at 9 minutes and 7 seconds. A goal coming from Riley Versich, his first goal of his career as a Blue Jackets. Another sophomore adding to the scoring here tonight. The assist, Jarrett Lee on the play, and second assist to Dylan Matson. Jarrett Lee working his tail off to get that pass out front of the goal, and Riley put it home. So that was a great work by that all sophomore line there. And then the Blue Jackets would make it 7-0. This was an unassisted goal by another sophomore, Nick Versich. He picks up his first goal of his career. And then the Blue Jackets would cap off the scoring with their 8th goal, coming in at 16 minutes, 56 seconds. That's coming from junior, number 23, Jake Vestal. And got the single assist from Scott Perunovic. And we are 8-0 in favor of your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets after 2 periods of play. Goaltender saves in that period for Isaiah Dilly. He had 4 for a 2-period total of 8. 2-period total of 10. And Gunnar Boozer of the Flyers, he had 8. And 2-period total of 15 for the goaltenders Spandl and Boozer for the Flyers. And penalties in that period, there were
quite a few.
3 minor penalties on each team in that 4 minor penalties on the Flyers and 2 for the Blue Jackets in that second period of play.
I hate when you can't read your own writing.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of all jungled together. There were so many penalties in that period. I should have spaced them out more, I guess.
8-0 Blue Jackets with the lead after 2 periods of play. I do want to say thanks to General Waste for all your disposal needs. Choose General Waste. Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor. And Abercorn International, pioneers in engineering elastomeric pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Hockey. I do have some scores for you. I find this funny. I'm at mnhockeylhub.com, and usually the people that are the home team are the ones that are running the live scoring. Well, somebody thought they were cute and put Edina 12, Holy Family nothing. Well, it's actually 1-0 late in the first period. Other scores going on, it's New Prague 4-1 as they start the second period over St. Cloud Cathedral. No score between Mount West Tonka and Greenway at the moment. And it's Maple Grove 1 and Wayzata 1 at 16:21 of the second period. And of course the Blue Jackets got the lead here by a score of 8-0.
That's that's weird. Mount West Tonka is playing in Greenway tonight.
No, actually they're at home against Greenway.
Oh, they're at home. Okay, I was going to say, I'm thinking that's kind of weird. Why would they travel up here? We travel down there. We should just play at a neutral site tomorrow instead.
Couple of your football game, championship game finals. Your 9-man championship successfully defended by Grand Meadow, 48-0 over Edgerton Ellsworth today. In the AA championship game, it was Holdingford with a 20-18 victory over Bold. And in your 4A championship, it's Becker 24-6 over De La Salle. And at the half, in your 6A championship, it's Totino Grace 21. Eden Prairie 7. That'd be something if they could knock off Eden Prairie.
Yeah, that'd be a big win for them. And
well, how many Eden Prairie won in a row? 4 or 5?
I don't know. They got a pretty good streak going, and they get knocked off tonight. That'll be a tough defeat for them.
Let's see, Eden Prairie, the 3-time defending champion Eagles from Eden Prairie are making their 10th consecutive and 18th overall appearance. They're losing at the half, 21-7 to a Totino Grace football team that I haven't seen, but I heard they're pretty darn good.
Totino Grace, they've had a decent team all the way through. I mean, for many years, through and through, each year in and out. They're always a contender in that football rank. I know one year, my senior year, we played Totino Grace in the state quarterfinals, and we were up. I think we were up by 3 touchdowns. It was like in the third quarter, and they came back and beat us. They had a wide receiver for Totino Grace. His name was T.R. McDonald. I'll never forget his name. That kid he torched us in the second half. He was amazing.
8-0 is our score after 2 periods of play. Blue Jackets comfortably in the lead. We'll see what happens in period number 3. It's been a good night for a bunch of the brand new varsity players. A lot of sophomores racking up some points. And we'll see if we can continue this in the third period. We'll be back with our third period coming up after 2 from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Opening night of the 24-2015 hockey season. Hibbing Chisholm 8, Little Falls 0. It's Blue Jacket Hockey on your home for the best in classic hits radio. It's 106.3 WMFG.
And now back to the action on 106.3 WMFG.
And welcome back to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. 8-0 Blue Jackets with the lead. Blue Jackets hitting the ice. Little Falls are already out here. Look at our third period underway. We will be under running time until we get a couple goals scored, like 3 of them from Little Falls. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though, the way the Blue Jackets have played this hockey game. Just keep the pedal to the metal here in this third period of play and finish it off here.
And then get a good night's rest, and they got a long bus ride tomorrow for a game against Mount West Tonka, who those games typically are really close games, really tough battles.
Yeah, especially we have to, they get a short night tonight. It's the advantage that they're going to get done earlier tonight. They started at 7. That helps a little bit earlier to bed here tonight for the boys. And now tomorrow they got the little longer bus ride to get themselves down there and get ready for that afternoon matinee battle.
And inviting you to join us tomorrow for that hockey game from Mount West Tonka High School in Thaler Arena. We'll have our pregame right around 2:45 and a face-off at 3. Blue Jackets moving right to left across the dial. Isaiah Dilley will stay in net, and in nets now for the Flyers is Spandl. Spandl is back in the third period. So Bozier's back on the bench. Spandl's back in nets for the Flyers. Blue Jackets 8-0, and it's running time. Blue Jackets control the puck. Perunovic right on the tape. Knife's backhanded pass is knocked down. Here come the Flyers with the puck. Carried in by Fensky. Fired in beyond the Blue Jacket net. Just underway third period. Pinching down from the right wing point. Atkinson fires it along the boards to the left wing half wall. Knife works it along the end boards to Allison in behind the net. Allison taken down. Atkinson throws it on net, deflected up and out of play with the stick of Isaiah Dilley. Not only is Dilley pitching his shutout, but he's got a point tonight as well, Randy.
Yeah, I got that assist on that, on the
Ray Irwin goal.
Fifth goal for the Blue Jackets there, yeah. On Irwin's goal. That was a nice setup by Dilley there.
Face out to the left of Dilley, knocked into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. It's picked up by Andrew Irwin. Irwin, left wing pass. Fenstermacher with it off a pass from Yoki. Knocked into the Flyer zone. It's Swanson with the puck. Swanson, his pass is deflected, bobbling around at neutral ice. And Yoki took a shot from Murad. Shot put in, sails wide. Penalty coming up on Murad. It's going to be an elbow. And we'll go back on the power play. Murad got his arm up just a little high on that collision with Yoki at center. We'll get that.
Flyers, number 20, Daniel Murad. 2-minute minor for operate. Murad for operate. Time of penalty, 140.
So it's 140 is going to be the time of the penalty. In the left corner of the Flyers zone. Knife's tied up. Coming away with it, DeBoom. DeBoom, cross ice, sets it up for Perunovic. Perunovic out near the blue line. Perunovic stick handles, works at the Bessel, top of the right circle. To DeBoom. Back to Perunovic. He's got 2 goals tonight. And Knife's had a wide open net, and he shot it just off the net. He'll want that one back. He was at the bottom of the left circle, and it was wide open. Here's DeBoom to Knife's and the goal. Perunovic to DeBoom to Knife's. Power play goal, 9-0.
Yeah, that was just hard work up front, right down low in the zone by those those players out there. Nice setup play.
And they were trying to get Joe Knife's that goal. They kept trying to feed it to him. Look at our official time of goal coming up as we are in running time. It's 9-0 Blue Jackets, 13:50 to go. Tipped by Fina at center. Swanson brings it in, stick handles left circle. Swanson's shot sails wide. Out near the right circle, poked down the ice. Nicely done by Parker Osborne. At the right wing half wall. They're trying to work it in front to Sepala. 2:34 is going to be the official time for that power play goal. Swanson along the end boards in the Flyers zone. Fina checked him up off the play. In behind the net. Centering pass. They tried to work it in front to Lee, and it jumps over his stick. Here's Lee, left corner. To Allison, left point. Push between the circles, and it's going to be grabbed by the Flyers. They'll backhand it down the ice. Stopped by Dilley. Dilley, his pass tipped. Now it's center ice. It's Riley Versich. He's got a back pedal. Allison pushed it to the Flyer blue line. Still loose at center ice. At the Blue Jacket blue line, whacked into the left circle, grabbed by the Blue Jackets. That was Lee. Back out to center, just tipped. Madsen with it. Madsen double teamed as he brings it across on the left side. Puck's back out to neutral ice, bouncing around. Bukowski hands it off to his teammate Inez, fired in, line change Flyers. 12:18 to go. 9-0 Hibbing Chisholm over Little Falls. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing the action. Madsen spins around in the Blue Jackets zone to Perunovic in the right circle. Perunovic to the left of Dilly. Right wing pass, right on the tape to Andrew Irwin. Irwin, he tried to dump it in. It actually hit the shin pads of Sawada. Comes all the way back to the Blue Jacket blue line. Perunovic with the pucks. Had a nice night tonight. His pass is knocked out. Sawada picks it up. Left circle. Easy save, Dilly. Shots at the left circle. Cleared to the near boards by Radovic. Picked up by Yoki, right corner Blue Jacket zone, in the Irwin behind the net. Andrew Irwin, right wing pass. It's off the skate of Fenstermacher. Comes out to neutral ice. Fenstermacher somehow got it back to Yoki. Sets it up. Radovic, left circle shot. Big right pad. Saved by Spandl into the left corner. Fired down the ice. Right on net. Dilly will make the stop. 11-13 and counting to go. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Allison tries to scoot it up the near boards, knocked off the play. He'll go back to the right corner and pick it up. He'll spin around along the end boards. From the right corner, it's Allison. Allison stops. Allison ridden off the play by Bjorgi. Fenstermacher comes back to help out. To Radovic. Radovic still in the Blue Jacket zone. Left circle to Allison. Allison tipped out to neutral ice by the Blue Jackets. That was Gray Irwin. Now it's Allison, carried across on the left wing. Sets it up in between the circles. It's knocked away. Bessel takes a shot, sails wide. 10:28 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Left wing half wall. Bestel couldn't hold it. Grabbed by Scanlon. Scanlon. And a right wing pass to Inez. Scanlon picks it up. Right circle. And it's cleared away by Perunovic. Perunovic stick handles. Right wing pass. Right on the tape to Knipes. Bottom of the right circle. Centering pass in front. And it's deflected up and out of play. 10:05 to go and counting. 9-0 Blue Jackets.
Good.
Face off out to the neutral zone, just outside the Flyer blue line. Controlled by the Blue Jackets. Boggio to Perunovic. Back to Boggio. He can't control. He's going to go back and regroup in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Pushes it in behind the net. Picked it up by Perunovic. Long pass, trying to find the boom at the blue line. Knocked away by the Flyers. Here's Boggio at center. Flips it into the Flyers zone, but the Flyers have the puck. Knocked down Knipes, right wing half wall. Knipes to the boom, along the end boards into the right, near the right corner. Pushed down near the left corner. It'll be grabbed by Orth for the Flyers. At the left circle, the boom skates in. Centering pass, and the shot sails wide. DeBoom tried to feed Fina in between the circles, and that shot sailed wide. Got a face-off now to the left of the goaltender, Spandl. He left briefly there, about halfway through. Well, more than halfway through that second period. He was relieved by Bozier and then came back in goal here to start the third. Right corner. Now at the right wing half wall, Flyers zone. Taking a whack at it was Osborne. Out to the right point. Zipped along the boards by Gray Irwin in behind the Flyer net. The Flyers come away with it. It's Bukowski. Gets it out to neutral ice. Taken away by Fina. Now grabbed by Inez. Banked off the left wing boards. Then flipped off the left wing boards even more by Sawada. In behind the Blue Jacket net. Blue Jackets quickly trying to clear their zone. Almost turned over in the right circle. Dilly will clear it out from in front of the net. 7:50 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Shot sails wide from Andrew Irwin as he tried to bring it over the blue line. In behind the Flyer net. Tied up along the end boards. Coming away with it. It's going to be Himley. Himley for the Flyers from near the left circle. He'll just flip it out to the Blue Jacket blue line. Back to pick it up is Perunovic. Perunovic backpedals near the right circle in behind the Blue Jacket net. 7:20 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Perunovic hooks it up to Jarrett Lee. Jarrett Lee stick handles the center. Brings it across on the right wing and offside. Seven minutes to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Shots on goal 26-11 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Right in front of the Flyer bench on the face-off. Knocked in behind the Flyer net by the Blue Jackets. It's going to be Murad. Can't clear the zone. Blue Jackets keep it alive, and the shot by Yoki is blocked. Hit a pad to the left wing half wall. Radovic tied up by a couple of Flyers. Yoki's there as well, trying to dig it loose. Rolls down into the left corner. Tied up is Bukowski. Finally brought out by Berg, and then intercepted at center ice by Allison. He'll just flip it back into the left corner, the Flyers zone. 6:05 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. They'll waive any icing. Line change Flyers. Back to pick it up behind the net is Perunovic. Here's Perunovic at center ice. Perunovic brings it across to the left circle. Looking to set it up in front. Hits it up, a shot. And a save put on as he tried to hook up the boom near the top of the right circle. That deflected up and over the net. In behind the net with the puck is a Nez. Works it up to the left wing half wall. And it'll be grabbed by Fensky. Fensky brings it into the Blue Jacket zone. Centering pass. Goes through everybody to the left corner. Left wing half wall. Knifes battles for the loose puck. Pushed out to center. The boom. Couldn't get to it. Flyers have it, so Water brings it across. Top of the right circle, that's Fensky. A wrist shot and a save by Dilly, no rebound. 5:10 to go in the game. 9-0 Blue Jackets. Doug Geber, Randy Catron bringing you all the action, reminding you to join us from Mound tomorrow. Scheduled for a 3 o'clock face-off between the Blue Jackets and Mound West Tonka. Shots blocked. Ooh, a blocker save on a deflection in front by Dilly. Dilly on the seat of his pants in the net. Here come the Blue Jackets. They can't clear the zone. Fired back in behind the Blue Jacket net with 4:38 to go. From the right corner, Parker Osborne. In behind the net, trying to set it up, it's Boggio. Boggio's pass is broken up. And still, it's in the Blue Jacket zone. Irwin. Got to chase it back into the right corner. Knocked off his stick by Himley for the Flyers. It's in behind the net. Boggio picks it up. Boggio tried to work it up. Now it's out to neutral ice. Osborne took a whack at it, but coming right back with it. And a shot and a glove save. The shot put on by Scanlon from the left circle. .350 to go and counting. Face off to the right of Dilly. Slap shot sails wide and high from Nez. At the right wing half wall, now to the right point. Wrist shot coming, blocker saved by Dilly. Chipped out to neutral ice by the Blue Jackets. Back at the Flyer blue line, it's Atkinson. He'll get it to Inez at the right circle. Back to Atkinson, left corner. And now it's Bukowski. Long pass to center, tipped into the Blue Jacket zone by Sawada. In along the end board. Sawada ridden off the play. Now Allison has it with 3:04 to go. Allison gets away from Bukowski. Near wall. And tipped out to center. Carrying it across is Madsen. Madsen will stop. A little give and go to Lee. Allison with the puck. In between the circles, bouncing around. And it's Inez for the Flyers. He'll take the shot from the blue line. Sails wide. Madsen, right corner, Blue Jacket zone. 2:34 to go. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Passes behind Versich, but Riley Versich backhands it into the Flyer zone. Picked up by Bjorgi. Bjorgi Shot sails wide. Left wing half wall shot put on by the Flyers. That sails wide. That came from Retka, seeing his first ice time tonight. Fenstermacher for the Blue Jackets. Left wing pass to Yoki. Yoki's at center. Stick handles across the blue line. Gets through 3 guys. Yoki in behind the Flyer net to the right corner. Back out to the blue line. Sets it up. Perunovic left point. Perunovic battling there to left point. He'll just fire it down to the half wall. Puck's loose left circle. Comes out to Perunovic. Perunovic stick handles through traffic. Works it over bottom of the right circle. It's in front. Shot put on and a save. Out to the right point. It's Gray Irwin. Shot put on. Deflected in front. Save made by the goaltender. Minute 40 to go. Perunovic shot deflected just wide off the stick of Yoki. Yoki along the inboards and behind the net. Gets hauled down. They're not going to call anything unless they absolutely have to. It's Murad flipping into the Blue Jacket blue line with a minute 25 to go. Perunovic with the puck. Flyers caught in the line change. Perunovic looking to pass. Perunovic behind the net. Perunovic out to the blue line to Irwin. Gray Irwin shot deflected in front and it's shot. Oh, somehow Osborne didn't get it in. He had a wide open net and somehow, some way Spandl kept it from going over the goal line. We got a minute to go in the game. It's 9-0 Blue Jackets. Up near the left point of the Blue Jackets zone in between the circles. And cleared out to neutral ice by the Blue Jackets. Back to pick it up is Swanson. Swanson, a left wing pass to Atkinson. He's at center ice. Banked off the left wing boards, but denied entry at the Blue Jacket blue line. Backhanded down in the left corner of the Flyers zone with 37 seconds to go. Fina battling Swanson along the inboards. Osborne comes to help out. From the Flyer right corner, it's Atkinson. In behind the net to the left corner to Swanson with 26 seconds to go. Blue Jackets lead 9-0. Puck's loose at center ice. It'll be fired in by Osborne from center and directed by Spandl to the left corner. Poked up near the left wing half wall. It's going to be Bjorgi for the Flyers with 10 seconds to go. Taken away from him at center. Brought across by Madsen. Here's Madsen. Comes in. Madsen shots blocked. Puck's loose. In behind the net, Allison. Tried to feed Madsen, and that's it. Blue Jackets a big win here to start the season. 9-0 over Little Falls. And it's a heck of a game for a bunch of the younger guys. We'll talk about it on our post-game show coming up. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey, 106.3 WMFG.